This is the world's first ever actual pool of Jello. And while it may look simple, it's actually a very difficult engineering challenge to pull off. As proof, if you Google Jello pool, you will either find bad CGI or a handful of videos of people who tried to do this, but it really didn't work out. So today, we're gonna answer possibly the longest standing question from my childhood: what would it be like to actually belly flop in a pool of Jello? But before we do that, I want to talk about what we actually had to go through for the past 6 months to pull this off. The idea of a Jello pool has been on my bucket list for over 4 years. In fact, when Kevin from the Backyard Scientists and I made the 25 million Orbeez pool, our first idea was to do a pool of Jello. But it's really hard, because if you've ever made Jello, you might recall you first have to boil water, then mix in the powder, and then you have to refrigerate it for it to actually get firm. And that's easy enough to do for a small dish, but how do you boil and then refrigerate an entire pool? This seemed like a very worthy engineering challenge. So last year at Thanksgiving, my brother and I came up with a plan, and then in the middle of winter, we started digging a hole in his backyard. Then over the course of 2 months, we set up a bunch of small-scale experiments because we needed to answer questions like how much gelatin powder does it actually take to get to the ideal firmness, and how hot and then cold does the mixture actually need to get for the Jello chemical reaction to take place so it will actually get firm. And from our experiments, we learned the Jello always got firm as long as the mixture got hotter than 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So we decided